It began when Quebec police stormed a barricade put there by native protesters to stop the expansion of a golf course. It ended 78 days later, but a police officer was dead. The country saw its soldiers called into a domestic crisis, and a new chapter was written in the history of Aboriginal Canadians. Lynn Robson now on two of the people who were changed by that summer in Oka.
Kept under lock and key, Ellen Gabriel's memories of the Oka Crisis, her art, a disturbing mix of oil paint and anger.
And these are some of the bullets in the trees, that just represent some of the bullets that were aimed for our bodies on July 11th.
Police bullets, Mohawk bullets, and in the middle of the mess, Ellen Gabriel, young, defiant, and unprepared for what she faced.
The smell of the tear gas and the itchiness and the burning in the eyes. We didn't know if we would walk out of here alive.
10 years ago, John Chiacha was Quebec's Minister of Native Affairs. He warned his government not to send police into Kanesatake. News of the raid struck him like a heart attack.
I felt as if your whole body is constrained. He said, my God, what has happened?
For days, weeks, Chiacha struggled to reach a negotiated settlement. He thought success was within reach. Instead, he says he was tricked. Led past the Mohawk barricades and surrounded by masked warriors, Chiacha knew the deal he had come to sign was doomed.
So I said to myself, should I sign or not sign? But it could have been a spark that could have created a lot of problem because there were people who wanted to be martyrs.
Chiacha was accused of negotiating with terrorists. The deal was rejected by the Quebec government. That effectively ended his role at Oka and his political career. The Oka crisis lasted 78 days. Ellen Gabriel's anger lasted years.
I have a ways to go yet, but the anger that I felt even 5 years ago is not as intense.
To ease his anger, John Chiacha wrote a book about the crisis. He had to relive painful memories, especially remembering how his son, Mark, was harassed by police who resented Chiacha's negotiations with the Mohawk.
That was rough. And having all the, one day he came down the driveway and a policeman pointed a gun at him.
The ghosts of Oka still haunt John Chiacha.
The moderates...
They still haunt Ellen Gabriel. Only the pines where the barricade stood, but are no longer, seem at peace. Lynn Robson, CBC News, Montreal.